Hello everyone. 2021 is already starting and going to be shaping up into the year where we finish a whole lot of different TV series for our collections. As you know, it's been a focus of my channel now for a while now, really showing the goals of collecting and completing certain collections and going through them, and just having fun with that and the excitement of coming to, stopping points of certain things. And this year it's going to be a lot of TV series, and part of what is fueling that is a video series that we've been kind of doing behind the scenes that won't be up till summer at least, but a longer thing. It's been really fun. I can't wait to talk about. But in the meantime, one of the things we grabbed here is this 4-season set of Family Matters, one that we both really enjoyed growing up. This was one of both of our favorite sitcoms, like this, Home Improvement. There were a whole bunch during that time. This was a great one, Family Matters, and this was a good way of getting the first 4 seasons. The rest of the show, the second half of the show, they did not do this kind of box set with. You had to get them individually, but yeah, so this is the first 4 seasons of Family Matters. And I can't wait to rewatch some of these because there are a few seasons that I remember very clearly watching in the 90s. I've probably seen reruns since then in the early 2000s. In general, I don't think I've seen a full episode of Family Matters in like 15 years, so it's going to be just fun to watch no matter what. But there are a couple seasons here, like season 1 and 2, I don't remember that much. I remember the premiere episode of season 1 very clearly, I remember. But outside of that, yeah, it'd be really fun to revisit some of these earlier seasons. And I have to say that because my name is Stefan, which depending where you live is either a very common name, when I visit my grandparents in Germany, very common. Where I live here, I've never met someone with my name before. And when this was very popular, and when Steve Urkel became went into his machine and became all sexified and came out and said, "Oh, Stefan," and yeah, I happened to be in elementary school at the time, so that was great joke fodder for a while. Next up is a bunch of releases that I've been piecing together for a little while now and just have been waiting to show until they all kind of got here. I did a separate video, not sure if it's going to be up before or after this one, about Lexx with a certain Season 2 box set. But aside from that, I wanted to grab a copy just of the complete series in the most accessible form, the thing you can just go out and get and don't have to hunt for forever, and that is the lesser Echo Bridge Entertainment releases. And again, these are just, if you want to have a set of the show and you're not super particular about it has to have all the complete uncut scenes, which sometimes it's literally just like the only cut is like Zev in the shower for 5 seconds. Like sometimes they're more extreme, but most of the time it's usually what it is. If you don't care about that kind of stuff, you don't want to use a lot of shelf space, you don't want to take a long time, spend a lot of money, you just want a copy of the show. You don't care if it's missing some extra features, you don't care that the picture quality is not quite as high as the older releases. This is the way to go. The Echo Bridge sets, you can get them brand new for like $20 or less per season. And then also Lexx was also released in a complete series box set, this weird looking set with Kai on the cover. So that is Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4, the one that's a little bit harder to get even in this form, just a little bit harder in these. But so this is brand new, sealed. Of course, going to open these up and watch them, of the Echo Bridge Entertainment release. And again, I'll be eventually doing a Lexx collection talking about all the weird different releases, but this is this set, the Echo Bridge releases for Lexx. And speaking of higher quality Lexx, I got from Canada the individual release Volume 1, which is the one volume that I really wanted from this season of Season 3. We have Fire and Water, May, Game Town, Boomtown. So this is the beginning of Season 3, and Season 3 is pretty short, so it's basically about a third of the season anyway. And this is definitely the release that I wanted. I'm not going to go for a complete set of the higher quality Lexx releases, just too many copies, but there are certain volumes that I wanted because of particular episodes, and then of course my entire Season 2 box set and all of Season 1 in their individual uncut forms. But this is for Season 3 what I wanted. And for Season 4 I really wanted sort of a bookend. This is Volume 1, starting with Little Blue Planet, and text Lexx, which is laugh out loud hilarious. I mean, the whole season 4 of Lexx takes the bizarreness to a whole new level, but this is really good. And then if I'm going to get the higher quality individual releases with the extra features and the better video quality, one that is a must-have for me on my list is, of course, the very last volume of Season 4 with Yo Way Yo, which is one of the best episodes of the show. It's a great ending for the show. It's a 4-episode collection, including the unbelievably ridiculous Laika versus Japan, and I really enjoy Laika as a character. So overall, I mean, this was a must-have copy to have. And this individual volume, I'll say though, was by far the hardest to track down. Season 4 in general, it doesn't matter what region you're in, it's going to be a little bit harder to get and a little more expensive, in some regions almost impossible. But yeah, for this particular set, you know, Season 4 is the hardest to complete, and this is the hardest individual volume to grab. So I was very happy I was able to get this in really good condition, because yeah, this is not always easy to come by these days. And last here, we'll do a bit of an unboxing. This is a video game related item that I've been eyeing for years and just kind of never pulled the trigger. It is the limited edition movie DVD, sealed, brand new, for Xenosaga Episode I with a preview for Episode II. Xenosaga Episode I is one of my favorite games ever made. Has been always in my top 10 since I played it for the very first time. Just about 20 years ago now, and I've always been curious about this disc. It is over 4 hours long. It is pretty much just all the cutscenes, all the cinematic sequences from Episode 1, and this just, you know, by itself would beat out that crappy anime, which I have the Anime Legends version of, that they did, that adaptation of Xenosaga. This is just cool by itself, and being a huge fan of the game, having played it I don't even know how many times over the years, and loving the franchise and Monolith Soft just as a developer, this is super exciting. I'm going to go ahead and open up here on the side very carefully. Very happy to add this, and this is something that I will watch through in a couple of sittings because of how long it is. But yeah, this game is incredible. Episode 2 was a big letdown, and then Episode 3 they brought it back to quality. I still am shocked that they have not made a trilogy remaster with how popular the Xeno name is now. It's very different. If you haven't played these before or don't know anything about them, Xenosaga and Xenogears are very, very different from the newer, you know, Xenoblade games, the Xenoblade Chronicles games. Very, very different things. But yeah, absolutely love this game, and I'm very excited to check this out. It's a limited edition movie DVD, all the cinematic sequences, which again, there's like 4 hours worth, from Xenosaga Episode I. And a very, very shiny cover here. Almost looks like a steelbook that isn't a steelbook.